Welcome back to Advance Wars 2 Reboot Camp. We've finished all of Green Earth. There is only one mission left in all of Macroland. It's the last factory mission, and for this one, they pulled out all the stops. This is one of the most infamous missions in the entire series. Great Sea Battle. Yeah, like over 50 properties in this map. The final battle is here. Destroy the pipe to the factory. Oh, finally they have a voice clip for saying Lord Hawk. I was thinking they didn't actually have one. I had a feeling he'd show up now. Finally, Hawk is on the receiving end of what he did to the other Black Hole CEOs.
Hawk, explain yourself.
The one guy who makes Hawk look like a puppy.
Yes, my lord.
Who else would? Yes, Kanbei!
Yes.
And we have Orange Star, too. Yep, unfortunately, you don't get Blue Moon for this at all, and Blue Moon would have helped here, let's just say. Specifically Grid. Yep, and now that everybody's finished with their fights, we can all converge here. The liberation is at hand. We get 3 COs for this one. For the Green Earth slot, this map has a lot of land and sea, and air potential, as you can tell by its name. So, really, any of these 3 are decent. I've tried with Jess before. I do think Eagle stands a little bit above the others, though. There's just a lot of airports, the Green Earth faction has a lot of income here, and Lightning Strike is great here.
Well, well.
As for Orange Star, here's the weird thing. On challenge mode, they're kind of dead weight on this map, and I kind of want to choose Andy here. Not only is this the first chance to have Eagle team up with him in the second campaign, but also, I actually don't want Orange Star killing things, so I need his low average firepower.
Leave it to me.
Meanwhile, the Comet Army's main job in the original game was to go for the factory pipe. However, because whoever destroys the pipe gets the power and technique scores now, it's a little harder to really accomplish this, but they can still partially contribute to this goal. Now, in the original, Sonya was the best one here by default, because you needed a rocket to go for the pipe, and Sensei has weak rockets, and Kanbei's units are really expensive and you needed to build landers. However, on challenge mode, you start with a lander, and Gold Comet has money to burn on this map, so Kanbei really doesn't suffer a lot of drawbacks here. He only needs, like, a less than 10 units to succeed here at his mission. So, I'm going to be using him.
It is decided.
At least we get to hear the Green Earth theme again here.
Oh yeah!
The land campaign's going to be a little short, Andy, just saying. And hopefully this will be true. Now, one thing I want to say before we go into this. I've actually turned battle animations off. That's because this is a really, really big map with a lot of units moving at once. And let's just say, it's gonna make things a little more convenient if I have animations off. My apologies for that if you like the battle animations. I might turn them on a little bit later. For now, though, I need to get a transport copter with Eagle. And I've sent another infantry in range of that first missile, because believe it or not, these missiles are really important, but maybe not for the reasons you might think. As for Andy, I normally like to send him south to capture these cities, but I actually want Eagle to get all of them. And now, Kanbei. So, Kanbei starts with a lander, and I'm going to be loading up 2 infantry in this lander, and just be careful, there is a battleship here in a sub. Sensei has +1 movement on his transports, but it's really not that necessary here. So as Hawk's turn is progressing, and Hawk's turn's going to take quite a while, let me discuss my strategy for this map. It's a modified version of the strategy that I typically use here, which is to get the Gold Comet army over to the pipe and to destroy it with a rocket. First, they need to destroy that cannon that's pointing up, because that covers the entire area where you'd want to put a rocket to hit the pipe, so that needs to go first. Kanbei takes 2 shots for the rocket to destroy that. But see that mech down there? That mech is the reason why I need the missile silos. And we're about to show that off. So this infantry right here is going to use this silo. And I hit this mech with a silo. Thankfully, it's a mech, not an infantry, so it's going to take a little while to reach this base, but I cannot let Hawk get this base. If he gets this base, it's basically over. And that mech is only there on challenge mode, by the way. The rest of Eagle's units, we are going to go ahead and start hitting that recon. These infantry here are to capture these cities. And now here's the important part. This mech jumps in the transport copter and starts heading out. And next turn, I'm going to show off why I'm doing this. Now this APC will move in. I don't really need this APC all that much, but it's going to move in to pick up that infantry. Okay, so there's a rocket here. It usually doesn't move. We have another missile silo close by, and I'm going to need to use that next turn. Meanwhile, Andy will need an artillery. The thing is, what Andy is going to do here is, we still lose if Andy loses all his units, so he's basically just going to do the bare minimum to stay alive, and I do mean bare minimum. I can't have Andy damage the enemy units too much. Meanwhile, Kanbei's going to keep moving in. He only needs 1 more infantry from his main base. He'll capture all of the cities close to him in the same amount of time anyway. So yeah, the plan is to send Eagle's transport copter all the way over the sea, let him capture the base that's below the pipe, and have him build the rocket that destroys the pipe. That way, Eagle will be the one who gets the power score. Now, I've actually tested this map a little bit, and I had Kanbei destroy the pipe once, and he only got a 79 in power. Now, he barely destroyed many units, and Hawk deployed about almost 80 over the course of this map. So, I feel like the power score actually does matter on this map. It's not like some others where it seems not matter at all, but it does seem like power is a little more lenient on this map than it normally is. I think they may have changed the power formula just for specific maps, but okay then. Yeah, this transport copter, we need to keep away from crews. I'm going to be sending a second transport copter with an infantry in it, just in case. And I think I will go for a third transport copter here. I will need a transport copter on the main front up here. Now, those 3 units that are just sitting there around that silo, they're actually part of the reason why Andy is going to have a bad time with this map. Normally, he captures that. Also, yep, I need to reduce this thing to 4 HP. If I do this, I ensure that he never gets that base, because by the time he is going to get it, Kanbei's infantry will be there and will kill that guy. So now, again, I just need the absolute bare minimum in terms of Andy's survival. So I'm just going to go for mechs and more infantry. I think I'll probably send one of his infantry just south down to those cities. Not to capture them, but just to have one unit not die. Okay, speaking of not dying, we have to make sure that we stay out of range of that sub. So we go here. I'm going to ignore this island with Kanbei for now. These missile silos will be important later, but for now he needs to focus on getting that base, because Kanbei is the one to get that, and I'm not going to be building anything else with Kanbei for a very long time. If everything goes according to plan, the next unit Kanbei builds will be that rocket that he needs. So yeah, Andy's already starting to lose units. It's fine, because I don't really care about Andy's scores whatsoever on this map. It's kind of sad. It's just like the final battle in the first game. And yeah, Hawk has a lot of units just sitting here that'll just keep ending their turns. I think eventually I will be cutting out these parts because nothing much is happening here. But that's the way we want it. We don't really want anything to happen with those units. The thing about this map is that on normal mode, there's a lot more freedom in what you capture on this map, and, like, you can get Orange Star to do a lot more, but on challenge mode, the units the enemy starts with kind of prohibit stuff like that. So okay then, this cannon, speaking of prohibiting, is a little more dangerous than you might expect. So, just gonna send some things around here. This airport is thankfully not covered by that anti-air or the cannon. So it's totally fine to get something to go for that airport, and that's what I'll do with this transport copter next turn. And now, okay, just gotta make sure we stay out of range of the cruisers. And at this point, Eagle is going to start spamming battlecopters. I think I have enough infantry with him. I want to save his funds for more battlecopters now. So okay, here's the issue with Andy. I need to do, again, the bare minimum to survive. But I can't damage the enemy's units too much, because that is, one, going to ensure that Hawk gets his power, and I really don't want that, because I need Kanbei to have a full HP infantry to capture that base. Also, Eagle should definitely have full HP infantry too. But also, I want to weaken Hawk's units without killing them where possible. I want to neutralize their threat so that they don't wipe out Andy, but I also want to make sure that... okay then. Right, yeah, Kanbei can start... Actually, no, he's not going to unload things just yet, I don't think. Because I need to be a little further in. I want to unload both the infantry at the same time. So he'll go there, and that is all he can do. But yeah, I want Hawk to reach the 50 unit cap, because that way he hits the unit cap and he can't get anything more from both the factory and other deployment facilities. So I will want to weaken that medium tank a little bit, so that it's, again, not a threat to Andy. And I will need to start building some anti-air with Andy just to ward off battlecopters, though I don't like destroying the battlecopters, because this means that, yeah, it means that Hawk gets his power faster. Those bombers are weirdly passive. They don't really like moving that far, and by the time they actually reach me, they're usually running low on fuel. Okay, so Eagle's turn here. Now, I need to make sure that I don't lure that anti-air too early, so you need to go on the beach, and you need to drop the infantry right there. I will need this tank a little later as well, but I don't want to lure the anti-air once again, so... I think I'll send... Okay, so this APC is going to get shot by stuff, but, the infantry being here, that's for after I get that, so that I can throw them over to that airport, or actually probably getting this is more valuable, although I really don't want Hawk to get that airport either. So yeah, battlecopters start moving in. I get more battlecopters. And here, okay, here's the point where I need to be a little bit inefficient with my T-copter movement, because it's going to take me 2 turns to get past this cruiser blockade. I have to now inch to there next turn. That's the only way my movement will get me past the cruiser, but it's all going to be worth it in the end, don't worry. There is an artillery there, though, which is a little bit of a problem. In fact, at this point, I'd actually rather attack the artillery than the medium tank. It gives Hawk less power charge, and it's a little bit more of a threat to me. But yeah, let's just... in fact, I think I'm actually just going to spam out infantry, because mechs will charge Hawk's power meter faster. I guess I can keep 1 mech behind. But yeah, Andy doesn't really do much. But as you can see here, Kanbei already has 15,000. And now here's where things are really important. That base is, yeah, he's not going to get that anytime soon. So now I can afford to drop down some infantry there. And I need to make sure they go there and there, not behind. Because I want one to kill that and the other to start capturing next turn. And again, Kanbei doesn't build any more units. He's finally showing restraint after Kanbei's error. He's not going to deploy a mountain of troops. He actually only needs a very, very small hill of troops. Oh, I was afraid you'd do that. But at least I have another artillery there. Because, yeah, now I actually have to start hitting that medium tank, I think. And now, back to Eagles. So, we start capturing with that, and... actually, okay, no, I think I will start ferrying some things over here, just start capturing this smorgasbord of cities right here. And now we need to remember the magic spaces where these battlecopters don't get hit by the anti-air. And absolutely never, ever, ever forget to move your transport copters. It would really suck to end up forgetting to move those. I think no matter where... I think... Okay, this tank can probably safely go there. It's not going to lure them in just yet. And yeah, I'm not going to build more infantry with Eagle. I'm just going to save his funds for more battlecopter spam. But here's the point where... Oh boy, I don't like the fact that I'm having to damage that medium tank. Just gonna put you there. It's probably gonna die, actually, but... Oh yeah, I said I'd need to get an anti-air with Andy. Just be careful of that space on the bridge, because it's in range of that artillery. And now, okay, this is the moment that Kanbei's been waiting for. Firstly, let's finish capturing this island. And now, we go... You die, and you start capturing. So once Kanbei gets that, he'll be able to build a rocket. Now, sometimes Hawk sends a lander down into the south. And the lander usually has an artillery and a mech on it, I think. But usually by the time that happens, I'm kind of all set up down there. We'll see what ends up happening. I don't think his bombers are going to go south, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, they're kind of very slowly heading towards Andy and Eagle. And yeah, there we go, he did build the lander. So he's a little predictable, but okay, now I can take that. I can start capturing here, and then this this T-copter is definitely going to... Okay, right, the T-copter can't go in range of... So this APC is going to have to sacrifice itself a little bit, because the T-copter cannot go in range of the cannon just yet. I rely on the T-copter to be a cannon lure. But okay then, if you go there... You're safe from the anti-air. My goal is to basically stack an enormous ton of battlecopters around this area and then rush in with them all at once. Okay, now, see how I can just barely slip past the cruiser now? Yeah, that's sort of what I have to do here. It's a little inefficient. There's probably a faster way to get the transport copters, but the thing is that if I tried to send the transport copters down the center, there's a very good chance they'd end up, let's see, could hit that a little. Oh, I didn't actually want that to die, but still. I feel like if I sent Eagle's transport copters down the center, there's a chance that, like, some of Hawk's forces might divert themselves towards there. But okay then. I have this base now. This guy is in range of this missile, which I may need later, and speaking of which, I'm going to actually lander... Hang on a minute, that's not going to provoke this case, because it's not going to provoke the sub. I'm going to lander this infantry back here, just in case I also need this silo. I do need the silos occasionally. And yeah, as you can see, Kanbei is just saving up funds and not buying anything for a really long time. And yeah, Neo Tank. Now that Neo Tank sometimes does end up getting transported... But yeah, okay, so yeah, he put a couple of things in that lander. So this is what he usually does here. Alright, that choke point is holding, that's good. And now that Kanbei has that base, and now that Eagle's units are both safe in transport copters, I can probably maybe afford to let him get Black Wave. Okay, that lander's moving out. Now let's see what the transport copters do. Okay, so he's got an infantry trying to get that airport. This is what I sometimes use the silos for, just to delay him getting that airport for one extra turn. Now, in one of my attempts, he actually sent an infantry over here, and then he was able to eventually get the airport, but okay then, speaking of which, I'll get the furthest back infantry to jump in this, you fly up here. Now, this airport isn't going to be super useful because it is within cannon range, but at least it means that Hawk doesn't have it. So okay then, yeah. Now, the thing I do have to be careful of is Hawk's own battlecopters. I want to make sure that they're attacking Andy and not Eagle. Because I need Eagle's big stack of battlecopters here to be mostly unopposed. That battlecopter shouldn't have gone there because now I can't get an infantry over without provoking the anti-air, but oh well. See, now I can actually start getting battlecopters from here. And as always, use the R button to make sure you don't forget to move units, because okay then. Now, sometimes I like to let Eagle get that base, but I'm going to actually try something here. I'm going to try not getting that base, and instead rushing up to the north base with Eagle. And I desperately hope this doesn't provoke Hawk's AI into doing something I don't want him to do. We will see. Speaking of provoking Hawk, I do believe I think I do need to kill this. Firstly, though, it's been a little while since I had to do a unit shuffle like this. He's getting kind of close to Black Wave, but as I said, I'm not entirely opposed to him getting Black Wave at this point. I do have to make sure that I don't, you know, block off these cities, because Eagle needs to get them. I originally considered using Sammy here just because she's mostly using infantry and indirects, but as I said in the character select screen, I actually want low firepower here. So okay then. Right, we've got this cannon here. Sometimes I need that missile silo for when he drops the units down there. The weird thing is, I don't want to hurt that cruiser and that battleship in there with a missile, because I feel like I don't want to provoke him into running those things away to repair them. And now, I do believe I need... You know, when thinking about it, I actually feel like a Kanbei Neotank would destroy that, then it would destroy that. I think a Kanbei Neotank actually destroys that cannon faster than rockets do. Although... No, with all those woods and the treads... No, I'm not going to break the plan. I'm going to use a rocket. So it'll take 1 turn to get into position, then 2 turns to destroy that cannon. I'm just trying to think whether I really delay him in getting that airport, but... In all of my attempts so far, him getting that airport has never really, set me back all that much. Yeah, so this cannon will be shooting the transport copter, and it will do that next turn too. Now, this missile usually hits Andy. Yeah, he's never going to get that missile on normal mode. Orange Star will reach that at that point, but on challenge mode, he does run the risk of getting that missile, and he usually does in my attempt at the strategy. But yeah, the AI tends to target the biggest clump of units with a missile, rather than, like, if I was him, I would probably go for maybe the rocket or Eagle's clump of battlecopters. And okay, yeah, there are the units jumping out onto the shore near Kanbei there, an artillery and a mech. But now, we start capturing this. Okay, yeah, that bomber's going to be pretty dang close by the time I've got this, so this infantry is probably going to end up dying, but does mean I have another airport. Okay, I can do this. So yeah, I do sort of want to get another infantry into that clump of cities. So I guess this battlecopter will go there. I just need to have like a whole ton of battlecopters around here, but I do probably need at least 1 bomber. And I think I will hold off on the battlecopter spam this turn, just so that I can get a bomber out next turn. And now... Yeah, I think by the time Eagle gets up to that base, this cannon will be gone. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, if I do this, he's barely got Black Wave. That may actually be a problem. Although I'm pretty sure Kanbei's rockets will still two-shot the cannon and the pipe, even with 9 HP. So yeah, as I said, Kanbei needs to go here, then he can shoot that with the rocket, and now... I often like to go for a second rocket now, because nothing can actually hit it at this point. Question is, do I missile these yet or not? Okay, since it's pretty close to Black Wave, and this infantry's kind of served its purpose, I think I can afford to do that. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I suppose if I go there, I think I am in reach of both silos, potentially. Okay, Hawk, are you Black Waving this turn? Or are you going for the Black Storm later? It appears... Okay, no, I think the cannon goes before he uses power. And yeah, this infantry gets shot by the cannon if he, if it goes, like, up there. He does not seem to be going for Black Wave, though. Oh, I am really glad that copter is retreating rather than staying here to die. Because not only does that mean less power charge for him, it also means that, again, he's going to be flooding the map until he gets up to, like, 50, but if he has 50 units... So, again, I'm pretty sure the power score is very, very lenient on this map. I destroyed 5 in one turn with Eagle in an earlier attempt, and I still got perfect power when Eagle destroyed the pipe. So, even though Hawk had about 76 units, which really, 5 should not be good enough for 100 power with that. So I think it's a little lenient, but even then... But even so, I would rather try and avoid him... Wow, he spent all of his money. I would rather try and avoid him making more units. So, like, okay, like, he has 51 and lost 4 so far, so, so he should have room for 3 more units only. But okay, Dan, here's a problem. This battlecopter is going to hit that infantry. It's not going to die, but it's going to take a little bit of a hit. I guess this transport copter can run back. It'll still work on 1 HP. Now I can get more infantry in there. Oh, right, I was supposed to get... I could get a fighter as well. Fighters are also quite good for going for power, especially if Hawk has a lot of battlecopters. But I think I will get the bomber now. And now, here's where we need to be careful, because... Right, then. Yeah, both... Yeah, this mini cannon as well. I need to destroy this mini cannon, so... Yeah, I think if I go, like, around here, I'll be able to drop off next turn, but, yeah, okay, what's in this? Oh, yeah, there's Neotech, so yeah, this is why I saved the missiles with Kanbei, because I will probably, need the missiles very, very soon. And I'm actually really tempted to unload Eagle's infantry, just so that I can use another silo next turn. I might even need the other silo. So I will do this, actually. Meanwhile, we keep up this copter, swarm going. I will say, this is weirdly the most success I've ever had with Andy on this map, though I think he needs another anti-air. And by success, I mean his units are not killing much, and that's exactly what I want them to do. Okay, but with that Neotank incoming... Right, so, obviously, step 1, I need to make sure that I start hitting that. And now, this rocket can go here. This is why I'm glad that's a mech and not an infantry, but I need to build something out of this, though. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. And I think all I can afford is just a regular tank for now. And, okay, yep, he hasn't unloaded the Neotank yet. Once he does, I am going to need the missiles. Now, he does have a fighter of his own, though. It's going to take a while before it reaches Eagle's air units. Okay, now he has that airport. But I did delay him for a turn with the missile. And that mech is distracted capturing, which is good. Okay, he's breaking through a little bit. somewhat problematic, but I can live with this. I don't know what is up with the AI on those bombers. They do really weird things, and as you can see, one of them's already running low on fuel. Okay, some copters are coming towards the Eagle and Kanbei area. So Kanbei might need to get an anti-air eventually. Okay, he unloaded the anti-air, but not the Neo tank. I've never seen him do that before. Sometimes he even unloads the anti-air on the airport island, so he didn't do it that time. Now, he has a battlecopter that's a little close for comfort for me. But, okay then. So, I do not like that anti-air being there. I also don't like that artillery being there, but I'm going to even less like the Neo tank. At least the Neo tank was delayed for a turn. Yeah, I'm planning out Kanbei's moves during Eagle's turn, but I guess that's kind of what you have to do here. Okay, so bomber, here, fighter, and now I just need to... Oh, that thing will attack my tank if I keep the tank there. But down one is not in range of the cannon. I'm just biding my time with all of these units. I mean, I can drop another infantry here for what it's worth. Ah, okay, here's a slight issue. Because I really want to put this rocket here so that Kanbei can start hitting this mini-cannon. This mini-cannon has to die for the pipe to die. So I can't put Eagle's transport copter there. Which means I think I actually have to put Eagle's transport copter in range of the mini-cannon. I hope I'm doing things right. And I think I'm good here with Eagle. And Andy needs more artillery. But I've got an artillery over there that's in range of that base, so I need to build it out of here. I mean, actually, technically, Andy could get rockets if I wanted to, but... yeah, I don't want to risk charging his power meter anymore. And because of that, I won't build anything out of there, because that's just going to serve to charge his power meter more. Okay, Kanbei's turn is kind of important right now. Step 1. This is gone. Okay, that's good. Now, step 2. I kind of need to send this tank down here. And I think I would actually rather hit this than hit the anti-air. Because it's in range of Kanbei's base, and Kanbei might need to build a unit out of that base soon. By the way, there is no way Kanbei is getting Samurai Spirit on this map. Yeah, I do need to get this rocket up here. Because now I can start hitting that mini-cannon. Okay, that can go a little far. Oh, that can actually hit my rocket if I don't build anything out of here. Gotta remember, though, I do kind of need... I'm going to need an anti-air with Kanbei later. Like, my main aim here is to sort of slow him down with, like, a unit to make sure that he can't hit my bottom rocket, so... I mean, that bottom rocket has basically served its purpose, but still. And again, I think I will save that silo until he drops the Neo tank. Okay, Hawk is saying something here. And my infantry goes down to 1 HP. And that copter gets hit. That was kind of inevitable. It was really the only thing I could do to not block Kanbei. Okay, this is why I got an anti-air with Kanbei. Hawk is starting to send a few copters down there. Oh, it's running back with that artillery. I'm definitely going to have to try and block him off from that upper area, though. This is why I saved the silo. 2 silos, to be exact. Okay, some of the copters are going a little bit in the center where there's nothing much that they can really do. Okay, that one just went like 1 down. Oh, right, he has another fighter all the way up here. That fighter actually worries me because it could block off my units. And sometimes I actually do need... Okay, there we go. He did drop the Neo tank.
And okay, good. That, like, I was worried that loaded transport copter would actually go for Kanbei's HQ. I don't think Hawk's AI is that smart, but it would be kind of sad if he could do that. So, again, this is a turn where, like, I could try and, like, rush in with stuff. I'm still holding off. In fact, especially because right now, more than any time, I really, really, really need to make sure that he doesn't get Black Storm. Another Battlecopter. Yeah, I've got a really big swarm going up here. And here is another moment of truth. I kind of want Kanbei to, but if I, like, okay, I think this transport copter is 100% dead no matter what happens. I really don't want this thing to, like, block off Kanbei's units from going into here either, so... Actually, no, first things first, I think I do need to silo the Neo Tank. I think I could theoretically silo the fighter as well. Maybe I'll do that with Kanbei next turn. Just trying to decide whether I have this transport copter try and block here, or if I, yeah, focus on having Kanbei, because Kanbei should be the one to block, because he has the better defense. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna do a whole lot, but okay. Oh, yikes! I can't start capturing that yet, because that cannon is not going to die for a few turns. But if I start capturing now, I'm going to get it in 3 turns anyway, because if I delay for a turn, then it'll be 2 more. So I actually kind of have to start capturing now. Again, I'll get it in the same number of turns regardless. And I think Eagle's done for now. Actually, unless Kanbei distracts the mini cannon, I am actually a little worried about Andy right now. In fact, I'm just worried about giving Hawk too much power charge if I build a medium tank. Really, infantry are going to wall him off just fine. Okay. Kanbei starts hitting that cannon. Again, Kanbei can distract the mini cannon with the anti-air, maybe. But, wait, no, I can't actually... Because I can't let him get into here with, like, his other stuff. But okay, then, first things first, though. Missile... Oh, no, I can't actually hit both the fighter and the Neo Tank in the same attack. I actually really want to missile the anti-air. Although, do I... Oh, I one-shot it with the tank anyway. Yeah, I will do this. So you've always got to be very careful when you destroy Hawk's units in this map, but... Yeah, now this frees me up to missile the Neo Tank. Oh, I can get everything with this. Okay, 4 HP Neo Tank versus Kanbei regular tank should be totally fine. And that's going to free up this anti-air to go up here and distract the mini cannon, so that that Eagle gets this next turn. And okay, so the Neo Tank can go a little ways, so I need to get something out of here. But honestly, a Kanbei, I think actually a Kanbei infantry will do just as good a job of blocking off stuff, because Kanbei's amazing. And put that there. I don't really think I'm going to need that rocket that much for the rest of this map, but we'll see. I might have to kill off that Neo Tank eventually. Okay, so that mini cannon is definitely going to take the bait. It's going to shoot Kanbei's anti-air, which I may need later because he's got copters. But I think that's worth it just to make sure that Eagle gets the base next turn. See, I said earlier that luring cannons is a very important skill to learn in Black Hole Rising. Okay, that's dead, which is a little problematic because that was an Eagle unit. He's getting a little... Okay, but like, as long as he gets Black Storm after Eagle gets that base, I'm not worried at all. Because even if he gets Black Storm after Eagle builds a rocket, the rocket will just get repaired up to 2 on Eagle's turn anyway.
With that bomber being close, I don't know if my fight is in range. I'm wondering if it's time, if it's actually time to go for the big power push with Eagle. Okay, now Eagle owns all of that, finally. 25,000. I've got that now, so one more turn, Eagle will be able to build a rocket. And the thing is, having a lightning strike with Eagle, I might be able to, like, have the rocket move here. I might be able to have the rocket shoot the pipe twice in one turn. I think in terms of turn count, things are going to work out exactly the same anyway, though. Yeah, the question is whether I actually do go for the big push now. Is Kanbei still going to destroy that? Oh, right, Hawk's gonna heal on that Neo tank if that happens. So I kind of have to kill the Neo tank if I do go for the giant attack. Alright, the bomber has to hit that anti-air because that's the reason I have the bomber in the first place. So I'm actually trying to think whether I bomb this anti-air and then do nothing, because I don't think I'm in a good position to kill 5 things this turn. I can kill these 3, the copter, but I don't think there's any more, unless I, like, throw a bajillion battlecopters into that anti-air. Okay, I think I will do this. This will put him dangerously close to very dangerously close to Black Storm. And if he gets it mid-turn, he will use it. Okay, he's insanely close to Black Storm. I think I'm gonna give him Black Storm. I really hope this doesn't backfire. So, like, okay, here's my plan here. I damage a whole bunch of his units here. I don't kill them. He has Black Storm now. And now I swarm my copters, well, hopefully into a place where this anti-air can't kill any of them. I swarm my copters around, just to make sure these things can't escape. And so that I can kill a bunch of these next turn. Because I am going to have to make the power push. But I also need to build the rocket, so I'm actually not going to get a bomber out of this. I'm going to get a battlecopter. And this tank will go in too, I will need it. Okay, now, when he uses Black Storm, Andy's actually in full hee-hee, I'm in danger mode. Because that, like, his stuff can actually, like, kind of die. Although, if I'm giving him Black Storm anyway, no point in not reducing that to 1 HP. Though he's going to probably run into the anti-air if I do that. And in that case, you know what? Andy can get a medium tank. Got anti-air over there. Again, just Andy's main role here is to not die. And now Kanbei right here is going to fulfill his main role. There we go! Okay, Cannon is dead. That means that this pipe is unguarded. And if he's getting Black Storm, I have to kill the Neo tank. Because otherwise it will be a 5 HP Neo tank, and that will actually be a threat to things. And again, if I am giving him Black Storm this turn, I may as well hit that fighter. And right now, I just want to stop Hawk from getting up into here. And, you know, why not? Kanbei can get a medium tank. And Kanbei can start actually, no, Eagle might need that base later, potentially. Okay, I really hope I made the right call in giving him Black Storm then. Because this means I will not have to deal with Black Storm regarding Eagle's rocket later.
I must commend you.
So here it comes, okay. Actually getting kind of nervous here because it sucks to go this far and then lose it all. But I think Eagle's unit should be... With the 10% defense bonus from Black Storm, though, I'm not sure if that 8 HP fighter will be able to kill a battlecopter. Okay, right, that artillery was actually a little bit of a problem. What are those transports doing? And that is exactly why Kanbei needs anti-air.
Okay, yeah, this is, like I said, this is where I get worried for Andy a little bit. In my test run of this, though, Andy got mauled a lot worse than that. Like, the enemy got all the way into his base. Thankfully, Hawk doesn't send infantry over there, so he's never really at much risk of losing his HQ. That's kind of the thing, is that, like, that's why I said earlier that you always want to make sure that your big pushes are accompanied by infantry, because, otherwise, you just won't be able to capitalize on your gains. Yeah, I really hope that Eagle will be able to kill enough things. If not, there is always Lightning Strike, because I don't think I'm getting Lightning Strike next turn. Oh, you sent the 4 HP Recon down there. That's even better for Eagle, because he can definitely kill that. Oh, I've got a 4 HP Battlecopter up there as well. He's kind of crowding around the pipe. This worries me slightly. But okay then, like, this mission, like, minimum ends in 3 more turns, because Eagle will need to build the rocket, then he will need to move the rocket here, and then he will have to fire. However, one of those turns I'll have Lightning Strike, so it will be 3 turns. So we've got 14. I should be finished on this by day 17. I mean, I can do this for lols, but really... Okay, here we go. Here is the Macaroni Rocket, the Macaroni Rocket of Ultimate Destiny. And speaking of Ultimate Destiny, it's now time. So, okay, everything there dies. Yeah, that doesn't kill. But that does kill. Okay, so, right. Here we go. And for this, I'm going to be turning animations back on. Just because this is Eagle's big push for power. So let's go. 1. This also means that Hawk will be getting more units out of the factory after this. 63, yeah, he's got quite a lot. So that's 1. Okay. Actually, maybe that will be able to... So, I think I'll... 2? Can this kill that? Probably. So this will hopefully be 3. Yep, that's 3. Okay, 4. This should be 4. Definitely 4. I should be able to get at least 6. And 6 is definitely going to be enough. Okay, I think this is 4. Two into this should be 5. No, only 1 into this was 5, so that's 5. That saves you to do this, so this is 6. It's so satisfying to do this in a turn after Hawks uses power, so I don't need to worry about giving him more meter charge. I guess the remaining ones can help out Andy a little. And another Battlecopter. And at this point, I'm gonna just spend a bunch of funds with Eagle to... I mean, his technique is definitely fine, but... Oh, there's a bomber over here. Run away! Yeah, if this bomber goes a little crazy down in the south, I actually can get a fighter next turn from my southern airport, so the bomber will probably still die. Though, speaking of which, bomber here. Yep, let's just retreat this tank. I have the rocket. I'm capturing the airport. Hawk has a couple of things incoming. I think, yep, that's Eagle's turn. And now, I'm sorry, but I'm going to turn animations off again, because Andy's not important enough to have animations. Okay. But okay, then, Andy's definitely got this choke point going. I'll use Hyper Upgrade later, but, I mean, I've done everything I want to do with Andy right now. And now, here is where we reach a critical moment. Oh, can't be... Oh, there's a... Okay, there's Battlecopter there. Important to note that Battlecopter exists. I
need to block that mech. But more importantly, I need to block the rocket. And I can't afford another anti-air out of this base with Kanbei yet. Because he spent too much repairing the medium tank. However... was hoping that wouldn't be the case. Yeah, if this thing takes 1 damage, Kanbei loses a whole lot of funds repairing it, so... But I don't want that base to start getting captured either. How much income does Kanbei have? 8,000, more than I thought. I wonder if I can afford... Oh, I better make sure that Battlecopter can't swing around and hit that from behind either. Let's go for an infantry. I hope that's enough to hold them off. Now, this Battlecopter's probably going to try and kill the infantry, and it's the only thing that can right now, so... Yeah, we'll see what that Battlecopter does. And I need to really, really wall off that rocket. Because if a Battlecopter reaches that rocket, this is going to be all over. I think this is the first time I've actually seen Hawk use that quote. But okay then. Right, what are you doing, Hawk? I'm mostly worried about that Battlecopter. Hi there, okay. Didn't even kill it, wow. Okay, the bomber's going for Andy. I'd rather the bomber go for Eagle, because that way Eagle gets Lightning Strike more easily. I don't even know if I am gonna end up getting Lightning Strike in time. Can't think of it, I don't think I've ever let that rocket shoot anything. That's potentially problematic. And he's building more units now, but since I killed 6 in 1 turn, I'm probably fine. Okay, he's got a bomber there. Again, I've got to be careful of him getting Black Wave. So yeah, you need to go there. Finish capturing that. Basically, this rocket has to survive. You know, that would be amusing, but probably safest to get like an anti-air because it's going to block anyway, and means I can possibly kill that copter with Eagle later if I need to. Yeah, I love Eagle's defense on transport copters. Like, it just didn't die to a fighter. Speaking of a fighter, though... Okay. That gets me somewhat closer to Lightning Strike. I can't afford a fighter from down here, though. You know, with this, I'll be able to go for that missile silo next turn. Ha. Just thinking that I could try sacrificing a unit again. In fact, 20,000's probably enough to get me Lightning Strike. I'm really sorry, Bomber, but, yeah, because if I get Lightning Strike, I win. Because I get to hit the pipe twice with the rocket, and the rocket does 55% damage to the pipe. So right now, that's really all I need to do, so I'm going to go ahead and just build a whole bunch of stuff from everywhere that I can. I guess I don't really want him to get Black Wave, though, obviously. Why not? I mean, this is probably going to be the last chance Andy gets to use Hyper Upgrade, so let's go.
I can fix anything.
Yay, I'm helping!
Hyper Upgrade!
Yeah, if you want to see Orange Star actually do something on this map, check out my video of, like, just apologize for my mic quality was way worse and my commentary was not great, but, check out the video that I did of this on normal mode in the original GBA version, because, yeah, Orange Star gets to do a lot more there. They basically got all the way to that cannon, and I think they destroyed the cannon. But okay then. The rocket is safe. See, at this point, I'm almost wondering, do I even bother to attack that? I want to attack that with my anti-air, but I don't even know if I should. And I kind of want to keep that 2 HP rocket there, because if it dies to the copter, that's fine.
The worry I have is that if I move something away from here, then the mech might potentially die and then the rocket would get hit. And I don't even want to attack that mech at all. Because I don't want Hawk to get Black Wave. I'm not entirely sure if Black Wave would actually end me, but it might. Because Eagle's rocket does 55% damage with full HP to the pipe. Oh, that wasn't even close to giving him Black Wave, so I probably could have afforded to attack that mech, but oh well. Okay, went for the healthier thing. Was hoping that the infantry would survive at least. But hey, that's the power of a 10% fire. Like, a 10% firepower bonus does give you kill thresholds you might not otherwise think were possible, so, like, don't underestimate it. But, I mean, Jess is still not amazing, but that 10% firepower bonus she has is pretty nice. I like that. If only he had a 44 at the end of that money. I still can't believe this map has gone on for over an hour and I've not run out of things to talk about. Just because the strategy is so, I wouldn't say complex, but it takes a lot of explaining, and it is kind of interesting. Sort of a variant of the strategy that I used to do, but I've just tweaked it so that Eagle is the one to destroy the pipe instead of the Gold Comet army. Usually it's Sonya, but I like the fact that Sonya was kind of viable here just by virtue of being the least bad in the original. But, like, with you, like, I believe in normal mode, you don't start with a lander, and that makes Kanbei really, really bad here, because it takes him forever to get a lander out. But okay, then. I have Lightning Strike. Okay, good. I think I win. So, I now need to remember not to... Yeah, I've lost 6. I probably should still build something out of all of my deployment facilities, just in case, because I may have actually missed out on getting a perfect score in Rain of Fire entirely because I forgot to do that on the last turn. And more transport copters. I feel bad for that bomber, but I mean, I guess the Eagle sacrifice strategy finally worked, actually helped this time. So gotta remember this. Fire the rockets at the pipe. Okay, now I win. Oh, I didn't actually have Lightning Strike before. So glad I did that. I mean, I can try and see if I can get 7 kills. I don't think I will, but we can try. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably should have used the missile first, honestly. 5, 6. And then I get Lightning Strike, so I actually will exceed my previous kill count.
Ready for attack.
Okay, here we go. How fitting to end this with Lightning Strike.
Lightning Strike.
Also, yeah, it takes a while for the camera to pan over everything in a map this big. Wait for it, though. There it is! The rocket getting struck by lightning is what I want here, and that's a weird sentence. That would be 7. 8. Oh, not quite 9 with the fighter. 9. 10. Even if he built 100 units, that would be a perfect power score. So, goodbye, Great Sea Battle. This conversation after Great Sea Battle has always been one of my favorites in the game.
And where there is life, there is opportunity.
Hawk, you got the quote wrong. It's where there's life, there's hope. Of course, this was long before Days of Ruin, but still.
Ha!
Yeah, as always, they tend to retreat when they're beaten.
Roger.
Except in Days of Ruin, where some of them actually die.
Thank you.
And thank you, Cassandra Lee Morris, generic soldier.
What?
Yeah, trust me, Jess, you weren't there in the first game. You don't want to see Drake when he's excited.
Yes.
Sort of. This makes more sense in the normal mode version. We definitely couldn't have done it without you, though. Kanbei definitely helped, even though he didn't hit the final blow.
Yes.
Now that we've liberated all the nations, we only have one final destination. There's only 2 more missions left in the campaign. And guess who they're both against?
Green Earth is free as a bird.
So yeah, perfect scoring this map on challenge mode, I will definitely take that. Actually, I've done it twice now, because I did it once in practice, but that was with Sensei, and that took a little less, because Sensei's rockets take 3 turns to destroy cannons and mini-cannons. Definitely use Kanbei for this. But, with Great Sea Battle over, you actually unlock Hawk from Hachi's shop there. Again, I've lost the footage of that, because the hard drive I had it on died. Our next destination is the Black Hole HQ. Mission 33, Hot Pursuit, and we're going to be facing Sturm once more. And oh boy, when he takes command, we need to be very afraid. Because somehow, he's got even more broken since the first game. See you next time for the beginning of the end.